Hello YouTubers, I've got another video for you about the 2018 Ford F-150 that my wife purchased. We haul every once in a while a trailer, and the rear end on these vehicles in my opinion are soft, and so we've got the camper shell on it, and then I've got a decked system, the plastic drawer system, also in the bed with a few tools and so forth. So it has a little bit of weight, but not a lot. But any little thing that we put back here, it just seems like the rear end wants to squat. So got to looking around and came across Air Lifter. This is a company that has been in business since 1949. It's here in the United States. It's where everything's made, lifetime warranty, all that sort of thing. So I thought I'd give it a try. I bought the 5000 Ultimate, I believe, and that comes with the stainless airlines, not the plastic quick connect type fitting. So it came with both, but the fittings that I had were for the stainless airlines, and so that's what we went with. I'm a fan of stainless lines. A couple of things about this. We're going to roll some footage in here as far as where I mounted the ports, the service valve, if you will, to air up each side. And in the wheel well of the Fords, I already found an oval-shaped hole that I could put those in, tighten the nuts down. I didn't have to drill any new holes, that sort of thing. It's real easy to get a hold of. Now, if you are like me and you're not going to run these constantly with air in them, because they do have a bumper inside, and so Air Lifter wants you to maintain at least 5 psi worth of air. I haven't been doing that, honestly, because neither one of them hold air, and they will both leak down overnight. So if you're doing something like I am, as far as just sporadic, you're going to haul a trailer or have additional weight in the back, and you need something just for the day or whatever, then I think that they're fine. If it's something that you are hauling trailers quite often, then I would probably get the kit that has an onboard air compressor, and they've got all sorts of things where remote control and all that crap, which is fine, you know. But then that way you could constantly keep them, you would know where they were PSI wise, because using one of these, and this is like an ATV air checker, and it only goes up to 20 PSI. And so depending on what you're going to want to run in them, most of these don't go down to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 PSI. I think they start around 10. So if you're going to haul or use it with 10 or more PSI, then sure, another air checker, whatever, will work just fine. They do not change the ride of the vehicle. That's one thing I was really concerned about, but thankfully you can tell no difference whether it's got zero air in it or I've had them up, I think 10 or 15 pounds, maybe 20 pounds, something of that nature. I haven't aired them up a lot. Now, I'll go back. They do not hold air overnight. I have checked every area around the boot itself, around the fittings where everything goes in. I've kept the bubbles on there. I mean, we'll get the suds, and I'll set my sponge and so forth up there, and I'll leave it there to watch it. So I've done everything that I know to do, and they leak down equally. So, and they're two separate. It's not on the same line and so forth. So they're both separate. They both leak down. So I feel like that, and even the book says that they may lose air. So anyway, it's not that huge of a deal. I carry a little air compressor when we are traveling. So if I need to, if I was hauling, let's say, a trailer or something of that nature, and I needed to check the air, I should check the air every day and air them up every day, then I can do that with the little air compressor I've got. Because when you set the air, so we set the air in these now at 10 PSI, and then we're going to check them in the morning. It is 3:10 my time, Central, and so we're going to check them in the morning just to see. I would show you where it is, but every time you hook this up to the gauge, it holds so little air, there'll be less and less and less air in it. So I'm just going to leave it. You got to trust me, whatever. Other than that, I think it's a great product. and will work just fine. It has worked just fine. The couple of times that I've used it, again, it does not change the ride. I spent, I don't know, about $500. I found it on sale. Again, that was without the onboard compressor, which that was quite a bit more expensive, but I understand why. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learned a little something, and I wouldn't be scared of the LoadLifter Air Lift suspension system that they've got. And it was pretty simple to install. I had my wife reading the directions and handing me parts, and I was putting it together. Just followed the directions exactly the way it's laid out. One thing I will say on the directions that I didn't really care for is the pictures weren't very well lit. So as you're trying to figure out orientation, I've got, they're showing you everything is black. Well, and then when it's a dark photo, even though it's color, when it's a dark photo, it was hard to know orientation wise what was on top and bottom and so forth, and how it was oriented. So once you get your right and your left hand figured out, it's pretty simple. If you've got any kind of working knowledge of a tool, what a screwdriver versus a crescent wrench is, you should get it done. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and we're trying to hit, what, 1,000? Is that what we're trying to do? Trying to hit 1,000. We're obviously not going to catch Mr. Beast anytime soon. So have a great day.